Hey guys, just wanted to say that this video is going to be a lot different than my other videos, so I hope that's okay. I got two of my best friends joining me tonight, or in this video, Funky and Meat. This video is going to be a long one. It's going to be a lot different, just like I said. So I hope you guys enjoy our ramblings and concerns about the state of one of our favorite games. Thanks, and enjoy the video. So pretty much to start off, pretty much Joe, the game director for Destiny, they're currently, trying to make the final, the final shape, the final, light versus dark, and the final season,
which is cool.
Final season leading up to it, they're trying to make it as best as they can. They said back in February and then in April that they're, releasing state of the games, pretty much updates telling everyone where things are at. And they're saying that they're listening to the community, but so far obviously we know that's not fucking true.
Okay, 3 industries. I mean Bungie.
We're very skewed.
But
I mean Microsoft. Whoops.
But they're also saying that they're excited to show some updates and probably a little teaser for fucking Final Shape, August 22nd.
Oh, as I'm reading and kind of reacclimating myself to the article, a big issue that the big Destiny YouTubers are pointing out was the way they're going to approach ritual armor sets now is because the player base does not use them enough in favor of the Eververse sets or the other sets in the game. It's just simply, they say it's on terms of viability in the game, but when in reality it's literally because they all just kind of look ugly. Like they don't look appealing aesthetically, cosmetically. Yeah, you can earn them in game, but
a lot of the armor in Destiny 2 has been ugly. And can you blame people?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
the whole part of like
no. Oh no, hell
being
no.
being a guardian
I
is
don't-
one of
Until you guys took me in my first dungeon and like got me my moon fangs as a hunter, I was like, yeah, my armor sucks. Like,
Yeah.
like, I didn't feel drippy until you guys dragged me through my first what is it? The one with all the sand. Oh, Jesus, I fucking hate
the prophecy.
That would have been prophecy.
Yeah, like until you guys no, it's not. Wait, is it prophecy?
Yeah, because
It's not Pit of Heresy.
Because Moonfang's from the prophecy set.
Yeah, my favorite.
I mean,
Gundam
although
set.
ironically, I do like the what's it called dungeon, the Mars one with the red, the nightmares, where we tickle the butthole of the Empress.
To be duality.
Yeah, duality.
Yeah, that. I call it the butthole dungeon.
Pretty much visual update saying people they're apparently gonna add a whole bunch of fresh new weapons next season to all the vendors. They're talking about how people are kind of excited that the exotics, you weekly, like every weekly update, you have like a few chances at getting an exotic, or you get an exotic, but you have some chances to get your armor that you want, exotic armor.
Nah, fuck that. It should be a pain in the ass like it's been for the last 10 years.
They're also increasing the frequency of ritual engrams between ritual activities. They're also bringing back a bunch of guns. They're revamping Warden's Law into a Nightfall reward. They're just kind of fucking with engram drops. They're trying to obviously create new guns, but in reality it's just more probably reskin of guns that have different names.
Yeah.
Ooh, great. 6 new SMGs I'm
So-
never gonna touch. Ooh.
Yeah, pretty much. It's PvP time. It's something that I
Man.
occasionally fuck with, but I don't know about you two. I know you guys try to stay away.
Okay,
with
here's the thing. I like PvP
Funky does.
before like the big revamp. I think it was that came with Lightfall. I used to like PvP. Ever since they added like the new like structure, rank structure, and all that, I was like, I don't care to do this shit anymore. Ironically, I did enjoy Rift, which I think is hilarious.
Right.
Hate the new PvP.
So,
At least the new ranked PvP. Like, I'm not dragging my dick through it anymore. It's not fun. I suffered, and
I mean,
now that
there's really like no. It's like, wow, I get the
no
I get-
reason to.
Yeah, there's not like something that you're trying to gun for, because if there are specific guns that were like locked away,
Like
Behind
back when you
ring?
could get Not Forgotten and Lunas and Adorn the sniper rifle. Back when Gun Quest and Crucible actually meant something. You actually had to be good at the game.
right? But
I do miss those.
but PvP in Destiny 2 has kind of been all over the place.
That's true.
I honestly missed. If we're talking about PvP, I honestly missed Destiny 1's PvP.
Low key, but I wasn't good at video games yet, so I'm gonna, repress that.
It's like back then in Destiny 1, if you had a better gun, then you had a better gun. That would give.
Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't have friends in Destiny 1 because I didn't start.
Well,
I didn't start playing Destiny until I met you guys. So
yeah, but I mean, like, it's like Rebecca has a fucking outbreak. It's Prime.
perfected.
Not
Prime
perfected.
was in
Yeah,
Destiny 1.
Prime. So
Prime
then,
was in
Oh.
Destiny
then
1.
John doesn't have outbreak Prime. Well, he's getting his ass creamed in fucking
Well, yeah.
Destiny 1's PvP. Well, that's
It's called get good.
yeah. It's because people put that
I mean,
incentive to
Yeah, I mean,
work their ass off to get the gun.
seemed like with PvP, how they structured everything in D1, it seemed like everything that you did for like a weapon seemed like it would mean something in a different game mode. It was transversive for like Grasp of Malak, for instance, the goated pulse rifle that you got from the strike. Like everybody was grinding that strike to like get a god roll Grasp of Malak on their hands, because they knew if they went into trials with one of those, they would absolutely decimate. Same thing with a lot of the Iron Banner weapons, like the Iron Dragon, some others that I'm probably
Almost.
forgetting.
Got an erection from hearing about good Iron Banner weapons.
So
Yeah.
So pretty much, we might as well just read it off. Thanks to the hard work of multiple teams, we delivered several additions to PvP over the past few seasons. Competitive vision, so ranked, some game modes, revamped the trials. Probably not, because trials
Hell
is,
yeah.
trials is always ass.
Time.
Yeah. More rewards, matchmaking improvements. Fucking, I hope. New rotator playlist, PvP, specific weapon tuning, quality of life improvements, and then hopefully fewer cheaters and the ever evolving meta, which in reality, I'm not.
Of course comes.
Also, the PC players are banned. Okay.
Well, that's, I mean,
And then of course,
it's not like I fucking follow the meta anyways. We just
Yeah.
when we do PvP, we just kind of go in there, get our job done, and cash out, get our awards for the week.
PvP
Yeah.
feels like work instead of like play now. Like it's like god damn it.
yeah. And of course, as Xavier's about to cover, it's probably the main big point for why the PvP community is upset, and I don't blame them one bit.
No, I think this is bullshit. So pretty much, they haven't been having a bunch of feedback. There's just not enough new PvP content. No. Well, when was like the last time we had like a new, like, brand new idea of
Map.
a game mode, map and game mode, and in general, just
February.
yeah. So like what, a year? Almost a year. So Joe, the head director, is saying that our studio is structured to support more overarching updates to PvP, rather than focusing exclusively on
Hiring
maps.
people.
No, they're pretty much focusing like we're gonna focus
They're
our
kind of
team to just handle everything, but we're not gonna make new maps. That's not what our team is all about. We're not focusing on new
it's-
maps.
They're kind of focusing on more of the macro side of it in terms of just balancing and just other like things related to just other like quality of life things, which are great. I'm glad they're trying to at least put that emphasis on that, but it's also just because the main complaint is why aren't there any new stuff happening. I mean, yeah, we're getting 2 new game modes in the upcoming seasons, but people are really just saying, where's like more maps? Where's kind of like the diversity that PvE has? Now, granted, you can't really compare those 2 game modes inherently, but it's like PvP is a third to almost half of the game at this point. You know, it's a valid.
It has a good section of
Yeah,
people
like
that
once you
invested in
run
it.
out of shit to do, it's a good place to go.
Well, I mean, we've had all these seasons, all this, over the years, all this content, and there could have been so many maps. There could have been like, hell, they could have did like what other games do, make like a huge entire map, and then make like 3 separate versions of the exact same map, just like cut them up into sections. Saying that they're wanting additional resources. Well, Bungie's like what, like a fucking $3 billion company, some shit, with their partner with Sony.
They're lazy.
They're pretty much saying it's like we could focus and make more maps for you guys, but you would have to kind of pick or choose.
don't wanna.
You want an exotic mission, or do you want like 3, 4, 5 new multiplayer maps? Or do you want this? So
Think of both. Like, goddamn. Do you remember this taco commercial with the little girl, and it was like, "Why can't we just have both?"
Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, why can't we just have both? Like, I felt like with Destiny, the whole point of being live service was for me to be able to have my cake and eat it too. Y'all don't do. You guys do fuck all year long with the occasional like seasonal update. Would it kill you to just add like a map here and there, an exotic mission here and there? And I know it wouldn't, because we used to have these things. You guys just keep taking shit away.
Oh no, like
We
there's
used to have exotic missions.
Yeah, we used to-
Whisper
we
of
used
the
to-
Worm,
fucking 0 hour.
Black
Oh.
Spindle's mission.
Yeah.
Hero Hour, Whisper, and then Presage, and then Vox Obscura, and then
How you get one of the damn bows, Wish Ender, I think.
that required a bit of more. That was more or less a quest, not really a mission.
Point is, I feel like we could still have like those.
Oh
Those
yeah,
types.
Much they're bringing in a multiplex. It's kind of like a season of the Splicer, and kind of like the current stuff, kind of invading the Vex network. That's gonna be the whole new map. And if you could scroll up, is like this is what it looks like. It looks like 80s synthwave Vex shit. So I mean, I like it. I think it looks cool.
We need 80s references. They should give us like neon punk, like 80s stuff. Have fun. I miss when they seem to be having fun in the game. Like the Infinite Forest for Halloween was really cool. How we had to go explore.
I know.
that.
I missed that. I wish they would bring that back.
I think
Sure.
it's.
My word for
I
Google.
think they're really just worried about the game coming too massive, for like just because.
I mean, yeah, because I do remember pre-Vault Destiny, but I'll say this: pre-Vault Destiny was fun because like we had Escalation Protocol.
I was gonna say
Nightmare.
yeah.
It's
Nightmare
like
shit.
how would you say it? It's like going to a restaurant and this is a buffet. There's so much options. There's so
Yeah.
much food options to pick from.
That is true.
And now since Destiny's not vaulting any content, for the foreseeable future, I wouldn't mind Destiny if it was kind of bloated that way, because maybe this week I really don't want to play no fucking Crucible. Maybe I want to go do like a dozen exotic missions over and over, or some shit
Exactly.
or maybe I want to do.
I felt like that was my most fun in Destiny.
or
as a solo
fucking
player, was
some-
when I was ranking exotics.
Oh yeah.
Right, or some like
fucking-
old raids. They're trying to cater to like a specific crowd. There's a whole bunch of new players coming and going, and they're trying to make it like where everyone can kind of get into Destiny. But they should.
It's like a lot of the stuff isn't necessarily an in-game activity either. A
No.
lot of the stuff they removed isn't really an in-game activity. I mean, I soloed Presage like every week it would go live. I'd solo it for the Pinnacle in like 15 minutes. It would not take me that long at all.
Yeah. It's just.
I will
Say as someone who is new to the end game stuff, thanks to you guys. Yeah, that was the thing that used to suck, is that I finally now can do end game content and then I've done it, and now I'm like, okay, now what the fuck do I do?
Right. It
Yeah.
always ends up leaving you wanting more.
We'll get into our PvE thoughts as we progress through. The article still goes on to
Yes.
more things after they introduce multiplex. Essentially, they're introducing 2 new game modes called Checkmate and Relic. Checkmate is pretty much a thing where it's like a modifier where primary gunfights can happen, and a gun skill can be augmented by communication and strong positioning. I think they're essentially wanting primaries to have more of a gunplay aspect in this game mode. And it'll be available in Season 22 sometime during 5 to Week 10 in the Crucible Labs.
Yeah.
And then Relic will be a 6v6 party mode where players wreak havoc and destruction on the Relic weapons from, like, the Aegis from the Vault of Glass or the Spear.
Yeah,
from
the spear
Season
from Risen.
Risen.
So it's pretty much like
That's fun.
Or the
That
Scythe
sounds
from
fun.
Season of the Haunted. And that definitely sounds pretty dang fun. I have seen a lot of complaints about people not liking it just because it's like a Mayhem 2.0, but it's like they're trying something. Like, as much as shit as we're about to give them, they are still trying to innovate, and it's like that seems like a chaotic game mode, and I'm here for it.
right. I think that'd be fun. Now that we're going to like matchmaking improvements, you know, they're trying to make sure you get, you know, while we're playing Destiny, we get matched with people with equal skill, or, you know, people who aren't fucking, you know, people in their mom's basement sweating their dick off, you know, trying to win a
In the
casual
pros.
yeah, the pros of Destiny. They're just trying to make people happy, matchmaking people that, you know, they can have a good time in Destiny, not getting their ass clapped left and right, and then, you know, get off and be pissed off the game. Yeah, they're trying.
And uninstall. You
Yeah.
forget the raid uninstall.
They're pretty much their current quest is to try to make, you know, improve matchmaking with Season 22 arriving and ongoing and so forth. They're making Crucible rotators evenly matched against similar fire teams without the need for like freelance mode or LFG. Pretty much within the PvP, they're gonna bring a new banner mode in Season 23, more guns, and they're gonna try to port the Citadel from 2018 to Crucible in, you know, Season 23.
Wow.
So bringing back an old map. So
Nice.
as we scroll down, we're gonna get into strikes, or, you know, the whole Vanguard shit.
Ah, yes, my wheelhouse. Woohoo.
They're in a good place. Strikes have, like, I think my only gripe was strikes, and I've really never had a problem with strikes. I always did them. I always had a good time. Even when me, you, Noah, and Funky, or like Ethan abused them to get to get more loot than we were supposed to.
Hey, don't mention that. I don't want them to patch that.
Only gripe.
Anything, give us more strikes, goddammit.
Yeah, I mean, they always deliver on strikes. Like, even now, they say it's in a healthy population, it's in a solid place, and they even have more additions. So, you know, you can tell that they're kind of focusing more on PvE because, you know, PvE is one of the most popular part of Destiny. It is like one of the
Well, yeah.
it's fun because, you know, I mean, sometimes it can be
It's like
ass.
I can go
But
stomp on my friends in like various other games, but it's very few games with a thrilling multiplayer like combat. Like, very few games with the first-person MMO going on done as well as Destiny, and it's fun. And I like to like just cooperatively work with my friends as we go through hordes of shit together.
yeah.
That's fun.
But I think the only gripe I would say, I think even Noah can agree, I think anyone could agree, is that I honestly to God wish they would bring back the strike specific armor.
Loot.
Yeah, I legit missed that from Destiny 1. I think that
Wow, I forgot about that.
Oh,
it would be,
I mean, again,
Been that long.
it was like weapons and armor, like I mentioned before. The Grasp of Malok Pulse Rifle you could only get from the strike you did when you killed Prince Malok in his strike,
yeah.
and you had to do it on a fixed difficulty.
It would. I honest to God, I think that if they would bring this back to the final shape, it would add even more. It's kind of like a seasoning to like a meal. You just give it more flavor. Honestly, strikes are cool as it is. I think that's just my only gripe. I miss the strike specifically because it made like Like, yeah, you got raid armor, but I got this cool strike specific loot because I currently can't do raids, but I still look badass.
Right.
So, and with how Destiny's armor and all the fashion, works now, it's it's 10 times better than Destiny 1's. But with all the transmog and shit, that would be such a great addition. I wish they'd bring it back. I hope they bring it back. I bet fucking tons of people, the whole community would lay shit bricks if they said we're bringing back strike specific loot.
Also, Sparrow Racing. And the Hotline Bling emote, if we're having a random list of commands.
I'm sure they're gonna add a whole bunch more emotes. They add them like every season. But
yeah, but like I want more real dances. Sorry.
Well, I mean, you want more dances to get your ass back to Fortnite. This is Destiny. The only emote I want is the one in Destiny 1 where if you did it quick enough, it looked like you were groin thrusting. like humping the air.
Yeah.
Isn't Destiny like rated M? Let me do nothing wrong. Like, let me scream, but my body.
If you went to the Eververse, you could buy like a.
Yeah, they have like a whole mask. Like you could just buy them.
Yeah, or
like until Halloween to get them.
Or you can buy the skull, the flaming like blue skull, Halloween skull. I just miss like little shit like that. You can tell that it's just. We're getting so off topic. I know we're talking about strikes, but it's just like what Funky said earlier in the game.
They're striking my heart, man.
Like it was what Funky said earlier in the video. You can tell like it feels like they're not allowed to have fun anymore. To add like little stupid shit like that. That it feels like
that little shit used to make the world for me playing this game.
Again,
and
it's
be like, this is the best fucking thing ever.
It's like adding in your own flair, your own to it. I'm always gonna love Destiny. Like I'm gonna always love the game, but right now it's just kind of like I'm always
very
gonna
indifferent.
like if someone were to ask me, hey, what are your thoughts on Destiny? I'll say I love the game, but not the state that it's in.
I love the game, but it's like eating this exact same meal over and over. Eventually, it's gonna get fucking
it's just gonna get bland.
Bland.
Tired
of it. Tired
like
of
you're
it.
you're still gonna like love it to eat it, but like it's just kind of like it's just it doesn't. It turns from like this delicate meal that you've crafted, and now it's just turned like bland, like consumption.
Hey.
They're adding Vanguard medals into Ops starting the new season.
Cool.
Just like how they did in Guardian games last year, they're gonna add medals, and medals will contribute to scoring. People will be able to obtain higher scores. It pertains to multiplayers. You can do cool stuff. They're pretty much saying like, hey, we want to reward you for being badass, so you're gonna get be able to do more shit, be more badass. Velocity medals are gonna remain a Guardian game staple, and they're not gonna be available in the Vanguard playlist. Pretty much, they're gonna add surges to. They're gonna add a selection of active medals that will be determined based on modifiers and such as surges to ensure enough variety of builds. Going into strikes to assure
which
a way to
which
acquire
we will
medals.
Explore and discuss when we get into the more quality of life fixes that Joe will outline later in the article. But
to end off Vanguard, because we've gotten way off topic, they're pretty much gonna add more battlegrounds. They're gonna add more strikes. They're gonna invest more, pretty much more quality into even more into the strikes in Vanguard playlists, because pretty much Vanguard's their baby. They love it. Vanguard's like the first child. PvP's like the second child, and we're about to get to the third child, Gambit.
Oh no, the redheaded stepchild.
Even they say it. As many of you guys notice, they've been pretty much quiet on Gambit. They try to overhaul it.
If you watch any other Destiny YouTubers, you're gonna know about Gambit cry.
So
you're gonna know about this.
Let's just get this out of the way. Gambit's fucking dead. Me and Noah occasionally jump into Gambit to get maybe get some bounties done, but that's pretty much it.
Remember when you guys helped me get malfeasance, my last step.
Yeah, I remember malfeasance.
Yeah.
We cried. We actually cried with how much
this specific sentences is what I want to point out. So Joe says, while we don't have plans to dedicate more resources to significantly transform Gambit, we do have a few updates planned for the year of the final shape. These include porting the Cathedral of the Scars map and its beautiful Dreaming City setting 2, as well as adding the Shadow Legion type enemy types.
To quickly wrap up Gambit, they're pretty much gonna say
Dumpster fire, throw it away.
yeah, starting in season
Why
2,
not?
starting in season 22, we don't have to specifically play like Vanguard, Crucible, Gambit to get all rewards. We could just strictly stick to
Oh, thank
one
fuck.
one playlist if you really want to. And they pretty much say, they're gonna keep an eye on the new kind of like how would I call this, like little update to Destiny? Maybe like a Botox.
It's a stimmy. It's basically like a stimmy for Destiny. Where it's at.
And
A shot in the
they
arm.
pretty much say we hope you you play Gambit at least once to get this new a new Void machine gun.
Are they bribing us? It sounds like they're bribing us.
Pretty much like, hey, play Gambit at least a few times, so
Because they know we'll sell out if you give us a new gun.
Dude, I would sell out if they give it like if they just made the armor for all like the playlist not look like dog shit.
Give me the chroma shit back, damn it.
Pretty much, Gambit's already a dead horse, so we're gonna move on to armor rewards. They they're just in concerns about reward balancing and people. A lot of people have pointed out that they don't really release and we've noticed it because they've fucking reused the goddamn same damn armor sets for so many fucking seasons, even like years by now, and it takes them like 10,000 years to like, let's make an armor set.
Destiny.
We're gonna use it one time and we're gonna ride that high for a few years. They're gonna prioritize a new virtual armor set alongside the final shape to infuse new looks. You'll be able to show off your time in Vanguard. They also have a new set for Trials. Thank fucking God, it's been a minute. Here's the
Never
preview.
played Trials.
If you all see on my screen, there's a preview of the Titan armor that's coming with season 22. It's a bear. I think it looks neat. Obviously, Destiny, just a little plea from me. When I'm a Titan, I want to look big and menacing as fuck. I don't want to look like a goddamn. I want to be big
give
and
them
bulky.
Give them the MB2081 punchy tabs. Know exactly what that is.
So pretty much, they're pretty much gonna dial it back, but they are gonna make new armor, but they're just not gonna do as frequent, which does suck.
Lame.
Yeah,
But
to kind of push my thoughts on armor sets, at least for this section. The only time I felt like that, I want to be able to feel like I have to like choose. Like I want to feel like this inner conflict whenever I look at my armor sets. From like, feel like, oh shit, how do I want to badass? And like, I
Yeah.
only felt like that recently because I had done Ron a little bit. And I got some of the armor from that, and I did the Ghost of the Deep dungeon and some of the other things. Like, I've only just now recently felt like that from my Warlock. Because all the chest armor and the seasonal pass armor looks pretty solid too. It's like, damn, this is what I want to feel like whenever I go into my armor set. Because it's like, it's that way in a good feeling, not in a bad feeling where it's like I feel bad for not getting this stuff. It's like I feel good for having so many options of badassery to choose from, and they all mesh well together. In
Like,
their
how
own
am I gonna
sense.
step on my ops today?
Like,
What am I gonna drip out in as I slay the galaxy's ops?
yeah.
security. We're gonna move on to security, cheating, and just pretty much bullshit. We're going to the legit bullshit of Destiny. Before we start this, I honestly think that we've all experienced our fair share of bullshit in PvP, and especially just in general. Like, you can tell like there's people that are sweats on like a different, like, because they even talking about it. They want to work to prevent cheaters from ruining experience from like veterans like us and new people. And PvP, PvE, raids, whatever. They're calling them like boosting accounts, burner accounts, pretty much, people that are like, they make another account to be able to get into like the baby Goo Goo Gaga lobbies and just to fucking smear the floor with them. Much over the course of a year, they have invested further into data, machine AI learning. The machines are taking over, but they're trying to build confidence in the directions they produce. They're trying to make new tools to help observe and evaluate player behavior. They've also adapted new policies to protect players, including the abuse of external accessibility tools like cheats, aimbot, wall hacks, whatever. They're working with Battle Eye to address network tools, data collection, protection. So they're trying. They're really
No more lag switches.
So they're really trying to crack down on that shit. I mean, no matter what, let's be real. You're never gonna get rid of all the cheaters. You're gonna get rid of majority of them, but there'll always be that one cheater just kind of floating around. They're gonna continue to evolve it. Banhammer, I haven't heard that in a while. They're gonna pretty much.
Oh yes, old days.
Pretty much, it's like Brother Eyes, Big Brother's watching. They're really fucking trying to get rid of all the cheaters, and they've received countless messages from banned accounts stating that, hey, I don't remember fucking cheating. Obviously saying that, oh, I didn't cheat. My cat accidentally stepped on that fucking specific key, and I just went off.
Cat is the best player in the game.
I did a bump of crack, and I was just like going off. So, obviously, they're pretty much becoming super strict. If you cheat, you're most likely gonna get banned. I'm glad that they're doing that. I think it's well deserved because nowadays there's just so many cheaters. I mean, obviously, you can tell when someone's really good when they have like thousands upon thousands of hours in the game. They dedicate that time. But it's kind of fishy when this account with only 10 hours is fucking clapping cheeks left and right. So pretty much, that's one of the good things from the state of the game. I legit have no quarrel with that. I think if they keep going, Destiny will be 90% of the time a cheater-free game. We're always gonna get a dick that wants to come in.
That's pretty high.
Yeah, I honestly like that. So, stability. We've the bane of all Destiny, the baboon code, or
baboon,
or
fucking bees.
I've never seen it.
Dog.
I've never seen it.
Pretty much that random
bear.
Bear. Connecting
That's
thing.
again.
So they know it's a problem. It's a fucking terrible problem because it really pisses me off and demoralizes me when
you know what happens. You always know when it happens.
Yeah, you always know what's gonna happen because things are going way too fucking great. It's like, oh, our live service game is taking a shit. It's gonna boot you out. So pretty much, yeah, they're talking about it. If your game is down or you get kicked out of activities left and right, everything else, they're trying to provide an update to stability. They're trying to help fix that. They rolled out a whole bunch of fucking patches, improvements, trying to fix things. Fix bugs with signing on.
Take away the punishment for lag outs.
I mean,
make it easy to rejoin your session.
Well, there is times where you can, but it just says there is complete times like when we're playing. It just boots you out all the way back to the back screen and you just can't rejoin, which that does suck ass. They're trying to fix that. Moving forward with 7.20, season 22, they're gonna do chaos testing using the new code they've added. It could work. It might not work, because you're testing a new thing. It's gonna have issues. But their efforts are trying to make sure that all 50 plus services in Destiny run correct, run good, run smooth, everyone has a good time. Most of the season they're kind of like trying new things, and hopefully that it continues to work. And in season 23, if it continues to work, they're going to keep improving on it. For cries, they know that we're trying to we want more stuff, different stuff, cool stuff. So they're going to try to hopefully keep that going with season 22 and season 23 and so forth. So they're going to talk about what's to come. They wanted to share quality in life, quality of life upgrades, yay, and sandbox upgrades. Also, making Destiny better, helping refresh the meta in PvE and PvP and stuff. So, one of the updates is you'll be able to pin 100 of your favorite shaders, ornaments, or emotes to the top of the list, and a lot of the other shit can stay, that you don't really use but you have, you can stay at the bottom.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. I think that will help, because
They could do better though.
I mean, what would you?
I have a bunch of shaders. But that's not like that wouldn't be at the top of my quality of life to-do list.
I mean,
Take the fucking glimmer cap off.
that would be great. But like me, there's times where I'm searching through all my fucking shaders and I try to buy as many as I can with Bright Dust. There's times where I'm like, okay, where is my favorite shader? Why is it buried so deep within the shader list? This asshole.
It's just kind of weird. It's a bit of a UI fix that's just like, where's my favorite shit? Why is this all buried in here?
Yeah.
Why is it so weird?
I mean, I think it's okay. I think it's a cool little neat little feature.
Yeah, that's fine.
It should have been added a long time ago, but it's cool. It's whatever.
We're getting it.
State is that people beyond light, the stasis fragments.
Are they doing things for solar players?
We'll see. We'll find out. So stasis aspects and fragments are being moved to a vendor.
Well, no. Well, it's moving to it's still gonna be on.
Yeah, but it's moving to a vendor.
Well, you still have to get it from LC.
Yeah.
You still have to go to. Essentially, it's if you complete the campaign on any character, you just get all of the stasis. It's just like how you from my core.
Yeah, which is great.
Transmats will now be unlocks. Like shaders before them, transmats will now be stored as unlocked items. Gosh. Like, seriously.
I've had so many transmats, it's ridiculous, and it sucks that you can only use them one time and they go away. So this is great. So Wish Ender, you were talking about this earlier, Funky. Pursuit improvements. The Wish Ender quest has gone through a number of changes throughout the years, and in season 22 it becomes a real quest. Yay!
Oh, lovely.
You get
No more.
Sounds like it's doable now.
No more of those stupid discs.
It's just gonna be a quest that you get to do. It's great. You got your wish fulfilled, Funky. Now you can go to bed, sleeping well. That it happens. There's gonna be a resource tab. It's gonna pretty much tell you what all the currencies and shit is. If you're a little bottomite and don't know what it is, it's there. So pretty much.
We got Iron Banner.
Yeah, Iron Banner.
The next one, which I'm sure you'll want to talk about.
Yeah, I love Iron Banner. So pretty much the Pinnacle rewards, they're not being as big as they once were. As Season of the Deep began, they felt like it was time to split the Pinnacle stuff and multiplayers that they've added in the Haunted season of Haunted. So starting next season, Iron Banner is going to have 2 different stacking challenges each day. One for players who just want the reputation multiplier, which does not require using specific seasonal subclasses, and one for players who are just going after the rewards, which I think is fucking great. Rank ups. They're finally going to say, hey, way back, I remember this. I used to play the fuck out of PvP before season 3 and 1, 2, before 3. When you ranked up, you got your rewards immediately. Well, now they're bringing them back, so you don't have to go to Zavala or Shaxx and be like, "Hey, give me my shit." Then you'd be like, "No, you got it immediately."
I need my shit.
You got it immediately. I think that's a great thing they added that they're bringing back. I think it should have stayed because I find it kind of stupid. After I kick some ass, I have to go all the way back to the Traveler to get my shit, go all the way back to PvP.
Yeah,
it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that psychologically thing of like, I'm on a fucking streak. I don't want to have to go back into a social space to get my shit, and now I'm not on my psychological. Kind of
yeah. So now after that, we're gonna move to Sandbox. This whole video is all
That
over the place.
feature?
So I mean, either way, we're getting our point across in some type of way. So pretty much next season, they're adding 3 new strand aspects to enhance the strand kit. These aspects will be whirling maelstrom or maelstrom.
Yeah.
Whirling
They get
penis
Maelstrom
for Hunter.
Hunters.
You're gonna get nerfed into Oblivion in 2 weeks, like the Hunter.
Banner of War for Titans.
Yeah.
That sounds badass. And Weave Walk
That does.
for Warlocks. Stay tuned. When are we gonna get the testicle torsion subclass? I want that one.
Testicular torsion.
Sounds like we're playing the wrong game.
Yeah.
Can they
Yeah.
also like rebuff the fucking super for strand super for hunters? Because like it went from being broken to being a piece of shit.
It's Destiny, man. You're asking too much of them. They can only do so
Yeah,
much
you're
at one
asking-
time, and they're like, what is
As
it?
we've discussed.
Yeah,
they can
they're
do so much.
they're like a fish with like limited space in their head. Like they can only do so many tasks at once, and whether that task succeeds or fails is kind of up to them. So armor reworks, thank God. Pretty much they know there's a whole bunch of exotic armor pieces that just suck dog ass, and they know people don't use them, so they're gonna try to shake things up and mess with them, and give people a new another reason why they should, dust off some of that shitty exotic armor and give it another chance. I think it's gonna be great. Next little snippet is new weapon subfamilies. They're going to be introducing some entirely new weapon subfamilies with the final shape. Thank God. More weapons. Finally. It better not be something fucking retarded like the goddamn glaive.
Fuck.
This glaive will kill the witness.
Yeah.
This
Well, this glaive will
the
clearly kill the witness. Yeah. That's what I thought. And then I threw it in my vault and it's going to collect dust for all of eternity.
Oh yeah.
The stick.
Yeah,
The stick.
The stick.
I would rather have a staff actually.
Dude, why can't they just bring fucking back dual wielding? Or, not,
We were.
or brain dual wielding into Destiny. That'd be so fucking cool.
It's not like they wrote the first 3 Halos and only Halos to feature dual wielding.
Like, wouldn't that be cool, Noah?
Do
I'd be so retarded. Someone running
I
around with
mean-
2 glaives.
I mean,
No. Now they have 2
Okay.
Forerunners.
That'd be cool.
I mean, it's cool until you're the bastard on the plus 150% side of it.
I think that'd be a cool idea if they ever considered it dual wielding.
Or the SMG assholes only get stronger if you dual wield.
Oh my god, that'd be a nightmare. Just 2 studios.
Oh God, don't give me ideas.
So I never catch this mid-season. I probably overlooked it, but they're gonna be weapon balancing update. But right now they're gonna reduce the variance between optimal engagement ranges like all rifles, pole rifles, hand cannons. They're gonna slightly reduce the average engagement range in Crucible by pulling in the maximum damage fall off. So they're kind of tweaking some stuff. I think that's neat. Because sometimes, like,
Essentially-
sometimes I feel like my dog, my weapon's my dog. My weapon is doing dog ass when it's not supposed to.
Yeah, I think I've all seen where like they're reducing stuff for like SMGs and autos and stuff for favorable like precision frame weapons, just because I think it's just they're trying to balance it out to have them all be more, which is fine.
Yeah, and they're gonna hand tune a small little group of exotics and special weapons to keep them how they are, not let them be affected. Yeah, pretty much they're gonna make some
The
exotic guns
Fallout-
look badass.
Yeah, Fallout released a video where some of the exotic reworks that, like, he touches upon some of the exotic reworks that are going to be done, so it's a pretty good video.
Edition. It's not a comprehensive list, but they want to give us a sneak peek. Hand cannons are going to see more reload speed and PvE damage buffs against minor and major enemies. Sword full power heavy attacks will be usable and with any non-zero ammo amount. Sweet, thank fucking God. The guard is being buffed.
Cannons are viable again?
Pretty much. Touch of Mouse is getting some meth injected back into it, so it's gonna be great. So that's pretty much with the whole weapon tuning. I think it's great. Keep doing what you're doing, Bungie. So far, mostly the state of the game. Some of it is dog ass, but some of it is really good. So keep.
It's
going.
not as bad as Halo, so I'll take it.
Yeah, true.
You'll solve a bunch. You'll at least get towards the goal, most of your goals that you yourself. And as we kind of go, we'll kind of take the reins a little bit to let Xavier have a break. But I'm just kind of scrolling down a bit. We get to their first goal, which is expand players' imagination. In Lightfall, the ways players to interact with the game, from core systems and build crafting overhauls to streamlining seasonal currencies. With Season of the Deep, aka Season 21, we replaced the typical vendor upgrade module or model and introduced new deep dives activity and pressure trials, which represent fresh experiments for Destiny 2 that we worth the investment. Okay, and yeah, of course, and then they kind of keep going on that kind of little tangent, and then without spoiling anything ahead of the showcase, the next are territories that they've never explored before. We're changing up some things up in a big way, including progression paradigm with an all new mechanic. All will be revealed on the August.
Yeah, August 26th. I will be so pissed off. Tuesday, my first day of class, I come home and I see it's just a fucking. I sit down and spend my time, and it's just a
big old shit show.
Yeah, it's just a shit
show.
It's a shit show.
More fishing.
Oh jeez.
What they're saying is that they're gonna try to examine the rest of Lightfall. They're really gonna try to take feedback to heart. Like, I mean, I hope so, because Bungie, you've been shit in the bed now, bad, and there's been times where you've had some good, but this is like football. We're going to state. We need this win, or your game is gonna die. I'm not kidding. Like the final shape is a make or break point.
It's the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
no,
it's it. You really gotta go home winning.
It's literal fourth quarter.
This is where you decide whether you go out with a bang or a fizzle, and I hope you guys do it like you did Sergeant Johnson. I hope you go out with a bang.
Yeah.
Pretty much, but they're hoping that, but they're pretty much saying that they believe that in totality, it's what they say, that this year's narratives will set the stage for the final shape.
Talk about taking a step back to examine the narrative and wanting to connect the storyline and the storytelling between, and to make the final shape more impactful than last year's season's Lightfall. They want to, and of course they say they've already proven this out with revealing virgins.
You say virgins?
Your mic's cutting out, so it said the witness is virgins. The witness and his 7 dozen virgins.
They talk about how they they think they're making the strides with revealing the witness origins and other stuff like that, but honestly that'd be pretty sore.
Yeah, that's just the plot point of Destiny. The final shape is that the witness is the traveler. The traveler is the witness's virgin or some shit.
Infinite version,
Infinite version.
Levels to the shit, man.
But and then of course they talk about who would prefer to experience the stories during the Lightfall campaign. With those players in mind, we believe the totality of this shape in a way that single beat never could. And to put concerns to rest right now, the final shape and its raid will provide a climactic conclusion to the Light and Darkness saga before we look ahead to what comes next in Destiny.
I thought that was it. I thought Destiny was over after this.
No, well, not. It's kind of like Halo.
No.
There's more stories to be told.
I need help. I need hope.
It's like how ODST or like the little
ODST was awesome, and Reach was awesome.
They're pretty much saying like there's more stories to be told besides the Witness and Traveler.
Than what is going on in the main saga. Yeah.
There's more planning, some more stuff to do.
Okay.
I'm just saying I really do hope. I mean, obviously, as much as how we've been kind of shitting on Bungie and Destiny throughout this video, I really do hope the final shape and its raid, kind of like how they did with the Taken King. I'm glad they're taking that fucking route. I'm hoping it will be one of the most hardest, but it's kind of like Dark Souls. I want it to be the most hardest fucking challenging thing because we're fighting a literal god.
Are we gonna need JoJo's music?
Pretty much, but I'm hoping that it will be a hard but fulfilling battle to see the Witness defeated. And
it can't be too fucking easy.
It's like I want a mix of like, that old nostalgic feeling of like shooting 6 Gallowhorns at a raid boss and seeing his health bar go. Like if they incorporate the battle into 3 separate phases, where they instead focus on the different shapes and the Witness take, and like building upon that through, and you have to do different things to damage the Witness, and you go through each like part of wherever we are, like in the raid, and we go do it, and we like see it, and then at the end we do something that's just totally just like, because as much Mimi as it would be to fucking kill him with the Rat King, a full 6 stack of Rat King.
Okay, but like we just wanted it more if we kill him with a 6 stack of Rat Kings. Like that's dedication.
We're trying to make this quick. Been making a bunch of tweaks, general feedback from Lightfall, and throughout the seasons. And they're pretty much saying that next season they're not gonna make us power creep again anymore. They're gonna say enjoy your power level.
What?
Yeah, there's not gonna be a like
another light increase.
Yeah, light increase no more for next season, or not no more, but next season at least. I think it's great. It will let people catch up. Still plenty of activities where power level is crucial, as we know firsthand, because Tyrone kind of comes in a raid and gets his ass clapped left and right. And
he's a Titan. He's a crayon eater. Like he needs to just get good.
Well, you know what I mean. Like
I was also a Titan playing that. So
yeah,
you know what I mean.
You were good. You got good.
You know what I mean. Like the people who we play with complain about dying a lot. Well, power level, it still does matter. It's crucial to master raid, dungeon content, nightfalls, whatever. And this obviously still will be the case, but your artifact power will still be very much important. They're just pretty much saying, we're gonna take a step back, enjoy your power level as it is, and if you want more, grind your ass off at your own pace. This is a very much appreciated choice. You won't have to grind 20 light levels to enjoy what we're gonna do. So I think that's great. Kudos to you, Bungie, for doing this. It's gonna give a lot of people time to prep for the Witness's ass cheeks in the final shape. So
I'm gonna touch them now.
We're gonna move to number 3. They're wanting to make their content more like less like a raisin and more like a juicy fruit. Because right now it's a fucking it's like raisin time. It's like raisin times 10. It's like it's a rock.
It is certainly a dried out grape.
Yeah. So based on they've getting feedback since Witch Queen, and they know that people want a lot more exotic missions. They want we need more shit to do. Like it goes back to what we're discussing about like 40 50 minutes ago. We need more stuff to do. If there's not enough stuff to do, baby gonna get angry, and baby want more. So
wish
they set the state in Season of Defiance. They delivered the Avalon exotic mission with Excalibur. We got that. That wasn't too hard to get. In the deep, they brought the Whetstone exotic mission to deep divers in the search of the new Wicked implemented scout rifle. We haven't done that. I haven't done that yet, so hopefully get the time to do that. They're adding rotations. Finally, exotic mission rotator starting on day 1 of season 22. I think it's gonna be great. I can't wait to fucking play 0 Hour again. I think that's gonna be amazing. But the rotation is gonna kick off with the return of Presage. Right, it might not be, but you know, if it is, it'd be cool. But they're gonna kick off pretty much day one with Presage. You know, craftable stuff like you were talking about earlier, Noah. Pretty much, they're gonna bring back the missions. They're gonna give the exotics pretty much a quality of life update, so people can craft them again and just, you know, enjoy the guns that they got, but they can't really, you know, they kind of suck dick now. So to recap the PvP front, they're going to deliver in the new season 22 content. They're bringing a new multiplex map, new relic game mode, checkmate, you know, blah blah blah, exotic upgrades, you know, run down the list and shit like that. They're pretty much stuff we already talked about, trials, honor banner, whatever. So finally, they're in February. They called out in February that they're targeting more changes to ritual content. On my screen, they have like Pathfinder. So it's currently nailing down a plan how to use this new system to replace the core virtual bounties in the new year. For now, it's a work in progress. So I pretty much think what they're trying to do is that you can like do like little challenges, and they'll help kind of map your way into getting that juicy pinnacle engram. So it'll make
they're replacing some of the bounties, I think, with Pathfinder.
I think that's gonna be cool. I think it'll be a welcome addition, and obviously they'll find out if people fucking hate it after a season, you know, when it does come out. So, you know, it's a new thing, and I'm welcome for change, so hell yeah. 4, they want to connect to the Guardians. So the gameplay systems, quality of lives, you know, bullshit like that. They're doubling down. They're going all in. So they're including new ways to experience key in-game moments in Destiny's history, you know, to help Guardians get caught up. But the witness, you know, witness all over us.
Destiny's anime coming soon.
Pretty much. In season 23, they're gonna make a fire team finder LFG feature. Will be the silver bullet for players who've never had a full fire team.
You can't make friends.
So, obviously, if you can't make a friend, I'm sorry. That might be a you thing. But, but Noah, all of us have had a fair share of pricks when it comes to LFGs. So, I don't know really how I feel about this. We kind of have our little group, and pretty much the best advice I could give to anyone watching this is, find your group and stick to it. Occasionally
you might have to consume drugs or alcohol in order to get through the raid.
Yeah, but just like don't ever LFG. LFG sucks. Yeah. LFG is ass. I hate it.
Remember, the LFG is filled with other assholes who can't make friends, and the key word there is other assholes.
Yeah, no, LFG sucks. I don't care what anyone says. I think LFG is a nightmare to deal with.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna get people who are.
Quit Destiny one time.
Yeah, you're gonna get people who are like You're gonna get people who are perfectionists.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, back in Destiny 1 days, if you didn't have the Gallahorn, like, gonna get bored.
Yeah.
Like, that's just how it was back in the day. But with LFGs now, it's like I get some aspects of what players ask for. I get it. Sometimes you don't want to have to carry new players or refreshing players. That's all fine and dandy. Just be open to helping every once in a while, you know, because I mean, otherwise I would have quit Destiny 2 a while ago if I didn't do my Sherpa raids.
It's just, I don't know, I'm on the fence when it comes to LFGs. We've run into so many dicks that at this point it's not really worth LFGing. Pretty much like I said earlier, if you can find a group of friends who love playing Destiny casually with like you do, stick to them. At least have 6 to 10 people in that little group of yours, and just have fun. Pretty much, to pretty much end this off, at the final shape, the final nail in the coffin for them possibly, is extremely special. They want to do everything they fucking can to make the final shape go out with a bang and not like a wet fart. So, and I really do hope Bungie, I really hope you guys can pull this off. I really want to see the series when
Like
I
I,
was-
don't want to see them fail.
Yeah,
I don't want it.
I legit do not want to see you guys fail. As much as we dog on you and talk so much shit on you, I mean, because you guys do stupid shit. I really want this series, like the whole main plot point, to come to a good closure, so that it can kind of branch off and do its own little thing without having to feel like it has to try so hard. Because for 10 years, this has been leading up. It's leading up for this for 10 years. This has to go good.
Yeah,
You guys have been.
and it's kind of crazy. Yeah.
You better have made something out of it.
It's kind of crazy that the final shape will take place during like the first year or so, like Destiny 1's first original.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Essentially.
This video was just kind of like voicing probably what a lot of people think in the Destiny community. We're just a small little group, but we just kind of wanted to, we got like 10 days before the whole showcase of what the fuck they're gonna do. Are they gonna shit the bed? Who knows? But
Probably.
yeah, probably. But me and
But
Nolan,
the cool thing about shitting the bed now is they have more than enough time to fix it.
yes, they have like 7 months to get to work and fix it. So, but we just wanted to come here late night, and just wanted to voice our concerns and just kind of say, hey, you're doing good, but you're also
from the casual-
from the casual Destiny veterans and players. Hey, you're doing good, but you're also doing some shit. So keep trying. You got this. Please make the final shape great. So
Note to the devs, you guys should definitely make Kargan the Technocrat one phase. I'm just saying.
Cardigan. That's so specific. Fucking cardigan.
Hey y'all, this is Meat. Just kind of giving an update on my end regarding Joe Blackburn's video and the recent This Week in Destiny article that just got released. I just wanted to say I appreciate the directness that Joe Blackburn took with the video that he released, and the way that he wanted accountability to be his main motivation for making the video, and acknowledging in real time that things needed to be addressed, that the community needed to know what was going on and what issues needed to be addressed and how they can be better in approaching future seasons as we approach the final shape. But I'm very much now more looking forward to the final shape than I would have been if Joe Blackburn didn't release his video. It's just simply as a thing of having that communication, having that sense of we can rely on dev updates like this or in the This Week in Destiny articles. But yeah, pretty much I just wanted to jump in and say that I really appreciated that transparency that he did on that. And my only thoughts about it were that I'm just more excited now for the final shape than I was a week ago. But yeah, I appreciate you guys letting me do this whole thing. And yeah, I appreciate y'all.